Glory, glory, glory to the Lord. Hallelujah. Glory, glory, glory to the Lord. Come on and sing. Glory, church. Glory, glory to the Lord. Glory, glory, glory to the Lord. Sing praise to the Lord. Glory, glory, glory to the Lord. Everybody sing glory, glory, glory to the Lord. Sing praise to the Lord. Glory, glory.
The Lord showed me certain saints step by step. He told me, let's go to hell. Hell. Let us go to hell. Underground. Brothers. Somebody was crying there. Somebody was crying there. Hey, ask him who he is. That he hear about the Lord Jesus Christ, but he don't like Jesus Christ. He hates Jesus Christ because his children on earth, there is no unity between them. His families are Christian, but he refused to become Christian. He gave his life to Islam. Demons are very strong. The person was talking. The demons were kicking him, and the man was scattering. He also was boxing. He also was fighting them. And when they hit him, he was scattering. And demons were laughing. And I saw a demon. The boxman, it can be karate box, that is those demons who brought those games. He was in total suffering. The demons are kicking him, and he said that he do not know that it's the Lord Jesus Christ who was God. And he told me that he do not know that or recognize that Jesus Christ is God, because those who are Jesus worshippers are hypocrites. There is no love among them. If he recognizes that is Jesus who was God, he have to worship him. Who are you? And he said that his name is Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali. Suddenly, I remember the day of his death. I remember the day of his death. The way that people were talking good about him. I saw how people was talking good about him, his past. How people were appreciating him. I know that Christians cannot see box, but I came to TV to see who this guy really is. The way that people were talking good about him, I said, no, who is this man? I want to see really and ask myself, is he went to heaven? But the Bible said that who refused Jesus Christ will go to hell. But the president, the old presidents, people were appreciating him. But one thing I remarked there, when I was watching the broadcast, they say that they will pass everywhere to see the kind of death that he did. And me also, I start fasting, asking God, Jesus, which kind of death killed Muhammad Ali? I start fasting, asking the Lord Jesus Christ to see how he died. Where is he now? How is he dead? Is white people who killed him? Who killed him? How is he dead? When I saw him, I tremble. I say, wow, he made the whole world tremble. A Muslim guy who trembled the whole world like this through box. I say, oh God, give me the character, the love that Muhammad Ali have. He's Muslim, but he have this love. And the Lord told me, don't you hear that? Do not allow that people speak good about you. What you all people are talking good to you? And ask him what happened. And he said, when I was on earth, I do not like Christians. I remarked that they do not have love between themselves. No forgiveness. They are haters. They are hypocrites. And I said that Jesus Christ cannot be God. Demons were hitting him, kicking him. And demons said that it's they who were behind him, using him. And I say, why those demons are kicking him like this? And demons were telling him, thank you that you can hit us, you can beat us. Demons were beating him. And he was crying, oh Jesus, I do not to come here. If you realize you who is God, save me. They deceived me to enter Muslim. They told me that how God can sleep with a woman and Jesus will become a son of God. Did God had Mary? That they told me that Jesus will come back and tell people that it's Muhammad who is the best, that they have to follow. Muhammad Ali was saying, Jesus Christ, if it's you really who is God, I was looking at you. I'm looking at you. Forgive me my sins. Forgive me my sins. And Jesus said, do not I send to you pastors when they came? What do you do? You hate them. You hate them. You hate them. You mock me. You laugh at me. Those people that I sent to you, if you receive them, you receive me. I send you your friends. They give you Bibles. You refuse. You mock at them and say, if Jesus Christ is God, it was ridiculous for you. It was ridiculous for you that I was a child of God, a son of God. No, I'm God. I'm not a son of God. Jesus said that they have to kill him for a long time because his name was popular. They want to kill him, but the Lord gave him a time to repent. But finally, the Lord saw that he don't want to repent because he refused to hear his word. He asking himself how God can sleep with a woman and give birth to Jesus Christ. Blasphemy. How God can sleep with a woman and give birth to Jesus Christ. Can God get married? And the Lord Jesus Christ say, when Abraham was on earth, I came in flesh to Abraham. If Abraham rejects me, I also will reject him. Muhammad Ali, I pass everywhere to save him because I'm the way, the truth, and the life. I'm the only way to heaven. All testimony that people are giving about him is true. He liked to support black people. Because of his love, a lot of black people went to Islam. This God, Allah, is a demon, is Baba, he's dangerous demon. That is the salary that he have to give to him. That the place of Muslim peoples is here. It's very large, very large. The place of Muslim people is very large. And this demon, Allah, was crying. That is he who closed their ears. If we want to speak about Jesus Christ to them, they will kill you. If someone wants to give his life to Jesus Christ as Muslim, he will take his arm and kill him or kill them. If you are Muslim, I told them that if they died, I will give them 10 virgins. Those virgins, they are demons, women demons, 10. Those demons were cutting their hands. Those demons were cutting their hands Those Muslim people who were waiting for 10 vigils, women, they were beating them that he demon, Allah, he don't have pity. They show me Muslim people who are worshipping this Allah. Is he who deceived Prophet Muhammad. Is his reason why he say Allah Akbar, God Almighty. That if they are calling him, he start laughing, that he will never leave them to go. If you want to try, you Gabriel, if you want to follow this just man, if you return to earth and you want to tell them that Muhammad Ali is in hell, they will kill you. Be silent on earth, don't say nothing. I will kill you if you speak about him, that he, demon, Halakuba, he deceived people. All Muslims, Imams, he deceived them. And by giving them revelation that this Imam who that is in heaven, and you go and tell people that Muhammad Ali is in hell, I will show you, I will kill you. That he already catch all Muslim people, that Muslim people will never accept Jesus Christ because he already caught them. I caught them. Muhammad, I deceived him. It's me who deceived him. That he got married to a lot of women. That we can take 4 women. That is he who did that. All Muslim people are in his hands. They are worshiping me. Allah Kuba, Allah Kuba, Allah Kuba. It's me they are worshiping. He have arms with a dangerous face that he want to bring all them in hell, that he will never leave them to go to heaven. Never, never, never. And Muhammad Ali was saying, Jesus Christ, allow me to repent, allow me to come back on earth to tell people. He will say it to give him another strength. He will do that. He will tell people, to all boxers, that they are working for demons, that we are fighting, beating each other, to destroy all his DVD or his records, to allow him to come back. The Lord Jesus Christ to kill all those demons, to kill them right now. And the Lord Jesus Christ is quiet, and he was saying, Lord Jesus Christ, oh, let me to come back. And I, Gabriel, say, Lord Jesus Christ, forgive me. The way that people were saying, appreciate him, that he did that, he did that, he did that. I love Muhammad Ali too much. I sinned against you, forgive me. The way that they are appreciating, the way that he is kind, he is good. Muslim people, their place in hell is very large. Jesus Christ, you are the God of all flesh. And the Lord told me, don't listen to what demons were telling you. Go and tell Muslim people that their Muhammad that they are selling, they are worshiping is in hell fire. He is suffering. The only thing that remember for him is skeletons. He is in total pain, but he can't come back again. And Muhammad Ali said, Gabriel, don't forget me, pray for me. And I told him, no, we can't pray for dead people. We are praying for those people who are alive. If I start praying for you, it's a sin for me. And he said, if like this, go to tell my doctors, my children, those people that I brought to Muslim, to do not look at the life of Christians and reject the Lord Jesus Christ, to give their life to Jesus Christ and to do not come in hell. Demons are very big. Those demons are very strong. They are kicking him. They are kicking him, and he was in total pain in the fire. He's very young in the fire. He's not old. He's very young. If they kick him, he was scattering, and after he's come back again, and to go and tell those who are boxers, who are looking for money to leave boxing and to give their life to Jesus Christ. That the Lord said that he loved Muhammad Ali too much. That the heart that he kind of heart he have a good heart. His heart is like his heart. The heart who like to give. That Muhammad Ali have this heart. He's kind, very kind. He can give without look back. The Lord Jesus Christ is talking good, give a testimony about him. People can speak good about you, but let God appreciate you, and you will have your blessing in heaven. What people are saying about you, brother, what people are saying about you, sister, oh, you did that, you do this, you do this, you are good, you are good, you are good, you are good. What people are saying about you, all those good that you are doing is a reward in heaven. It's better that angels or gods give testimony about us than people on this earth. That he said that it's not good that if the right hand gives, the left hand must not know nothing. I will give you a testimony. Somebody have married, and after his wife died, but he have a dog. But every time before to go to hunt, he had to leave the dog to take care about the baby. When the man went to hunt and come back, he liked to sell the meat and to feed the family. One day, when he went to hunt again, a snake come to the house, and the dog fights the snake, and finally the dog cuts the head of the snake, and the blood of the snake pour on the body of the dog. And when it's time that the master of the house is on the way to come back to house, the dog went to meet him, and when the hunter saw the dog, he said, he killed my baby, and he took a cutlass and he cut the head of the dog. And when he entered the house, he saw the baby coming toward him, and he said, I killed the dog for nothing. And by the right side, he saw that a snake was there. I said, the dog killed the snake, and he was deceived. You who are listening to me, this hunter was deceived, finally deceived. You don't be deceived. Be patient. Our father is Abraham. Your father is my Abraham. Is Abraham who gave birth to Isaac. But Agar was a servant, a slave, a servant. Between them, Agar and Sarai, who will be the higher, is the son of Sarah and not the son of Agar, Ismail. You Muslim who listen to me, go and kneel down. It's Muhammad who will save you, or Jesus Christ. And you will see, take your time. This hunter will not have patience, and the reason why he cut the head of the dog, and it was too late for him. You who know Muslims, tell them to leave this demon. Allah Akbar is a demon who have arms. He destroyed Muhammad Ali. He destroyed him. And demons who beating him every day. Forever and ever. You who loved Muhammad Ali, he said, he's giving you advice to give your love to Jesus Christ, and his children also, and the boxers, to give their lives to Jesus Christ. He here in hellfire, he is in total pain when he died. When he lived this earth, he was looking for Allah, and the demon told him that he is Allah, and he laughed that he wins souls for him. The reason why a lot of people believed on him, and the demons put him in the department of boxers and are beating him till now. So brothers, don't go to hellfire. All Muslim people, give your life to the Lord Jesus Christ. If you believe in God, believe in the Lord Jesus Christ. If you believe that God exists, so give your life to Jesus Christ to go to heaven. It is time. The way that you have zeal to kill people, to go to heaven, to go to take those 10 vigils, is a lie. This demon who said that is he who did that. You have this zeal. Serve Jesus, with this zeal, you who is Muslim, you have 10 wives. If you died without giving your life to Jesus Christ, Muhammad Ali is sending you this message. I never saw Muhammad Ali face to face. When I watched the broadcast, the way that he died, the way that he did good things on this earth, when I saw him, I have a total love for him. Till now, I love him. I say, your Lord Jesus Christ, you can bring him back. You have a power. You have a power. You told us to do not pray for those who died. Bring him back so that he can preach to Muslim people. And they all say, the faith, what do not exist, is what you can call faith. He never saw Muhammad. He believed in him. Go and tell them to have faith on him. That is he, God, who came as a Son of God. He is the God of every flesh that Satan put on their mind, that how God can sleep with a woman and have a baby. We thank the Lord Jesus Christ that we who are still alive to listen to what Muhammad Ali sent to the whole world, to those people who are alive, that they condemn him with Mark 16, that those who believe in the Lord Jesus Christ will be saved, but those who reject him, he will also reject them also. It's he who came to die for us. Satan is so smart and he passed everywhere to kill Muhammad Ali. The Lord said that he loved Muhammad Ali too much, but it's he who do not love him, reject him. American people have to kill him 3 times, but he protects him, that in the future he recognizes him. He passed everywhere to bring him back to him, but he refused. He loved people. Jesus Christ also said that he also loved the way that he is kind, but he did all those things in the camp of the enemy, Satan. Satan himself, whose name is Allah, it's his name that he did all those things. He is calling his children as Anna and older to give their life to Jesus Christ. It's because of Christians, we Christians, that Satan is accusing Jesus, that children of God are like this, children of God like this. The Lord Jesus Christ is calling all children of God, Christians, to live a holy life. Revelation 1:2, that Satan is accuser, that to do everything to remove all those things that Satan is using to accuse Christians, to pray for the family of Muhammad Ali, and to ask God to bring Muhammad Ali family to Jesus Christ. The Lord said that he loved Muhammad Ali till now, but he rejects him. Reason of why he also rejects him, to use Proverbs 21:1 to pray for his family. Satan deceived him and catch him. He don't like him to listen to his voice. Getting married, divorce, getting married, divorce. For Muslim people, it's not a sin for them, but for me, it's a sin. He did good things, but he rejects me. I do everything to bring him back, but he refuses. And sometimes it's like he will give his heart to me, and Satan hearted his heart. I will give you a testimony about a Muslim guy. His father, he have a lot of money, His father have a lot of money, but this man have 2 sons. Their family names is Adebo. This man have 2 sons, but one died, and it remained 1. And this son, who remember for him, want to get married to a Christian. And his father called him, my son, will you reject Christianity and give your life to Muslim? And he said, Papa, I can leave Jesus and give my life to Muslim. He said, no, my father, I can't do that. 2 times, he said, no. And 3 times, he said, you are the higher. Everything that I have will belong to you, my house, all my property. And he said, my son, I will give you everything. You are the higher, my only higher. This is my treasure, Taufik. That is the name of the son. I have a lot of money. Everything that I have will belong to you. I will ask you a question again. You really reject Jesus and take everything and you say no, Father, if it's because of your property, my family is Jesus Christ. My family is Jesus Christ. And his father said, oh, so my son, he's very rich. He have a lot of money. He's a billionaire. And the son say, if it's because of your cars, your houses, your property, that I don't need all those things. The only things that I need is the Lord Jesus Christ, who can give me life. And today he leave the property of his father. See how this boy leave his father's property. We as Christians, what can we do? Taufik Adebo, he have debts more than 21 billion, and his family said that we are going to give you 81 billion to pay your debts. And he said no, Jesus Christ will help me to pay my debts. He had a lot of debt, but he refused to leave Jesus and go to the God of his father, Muslim, Allah Akbar. May the Lord bless us, strengthen us. Muhammad Ali is continuing saying that he was fearing hell on earth. If he hear about hell, he was afraid. He was afraid about hell. Reason of why he's doing everything more than he can do, so that he can go to heaven. But finally, the hell that he was fearing, he entered hell. To go to tell the whole world to do not come to hell, to tell his children, his daughters, to stop boxing, to stop watching his video. If they are watching his video, his records, he is suffering more in hellfire. And let all Christians pray for him so that he can kill the demon, Allah Akbar, in hellfire. That he don't know that he is a demon. If he know that Allah Akbar is a demon, he will not serve him, that he think that he is God. That they told us that we go to heaven. He do not know that it was a lie. Reason of why he is sending this word to Muslim people to give their life to Jesus. That demon have arms. He have a black sign on his forehead to tell all Muslim people who are bowing down to Muslim to give their life to Jesus Christ and to ask the blood of the Lord Jesus Christ to clean this sign on their forehead. That he don't know that the God of Christians, who is God, all those money that he used to serve this demon, if he know, he use his property to serve Jesus Christ. They tell us in Quran that if they want more, they go to the book of Christian, the book of Moses, that he don't know that is the God of Christian, Jesus Christ, who is God. If he know, he will not be doomed. Abraham is their grandfather. Isaac is the son of promise. Ismail, her mother was Agar. In hell here, everything is clear for me. Agar was a slave. They are serving the spirit of a slave. It's not God, it's a demon who came to say that he's a God. He is in pain. He is not saying that against Muslim, but to tell them, to warn them to do not come to hell, to go to pray and ask God if they follow Jesus Christ, are they going to go to heaven? Or if they follow Allah, are they going to go to heaven? To ask God, God will give them the answer. To pray for him that he can kill the demon who is Allah Akbar. The demon who are demon of boxing are beating him. No matter is the fire in hellfire, he's fighting with demons to kill them, but it's not possible to kill this demon. Satan sent this demon to kill people. Muhammad Ali was fighting this demon to kill this demon, but it's not possible. And he's sending this message to Christian to pray for him to kill this demon who is Allah Akbar, but he can never kill demons. God have a time for them. He can never kill them. He is doing everything to kill those demons. But those demons were saying that it's they who put inside his mind to do not believe in Jesus Christ. And he sent this message to receive Jesus Christ and to go to heaven. Muhammad Ali is saying that between Muslim people, he recognized that they love one each other. The love that Muslim people have is Jesus' love he saw, and he refused to believe in Jesus Christ because Christians do not have this kind of love. When he recognized this kind of love among Muslim people, the way that they were zeal, they have zeal, and there that he recognized that if you have a love, you are zeal, and you do not have Jesus Christ, you go to hell. And he asking Muslim people to come to Jesus Christ. And what he is saying, to obey, if they have 5 wives, to ask God to direct them in the good way, and to reject Muslim and to pray Jesus Christ to go to heaven. He is saying them this too, that they must love one each other. They have love, they have zeal, even to die. For Muhammad, they like to do that, but he is calling them to come to Jesus and to do what the Lord Jesus Christ wants from them. They have to listen to him, that what he's telling them is true. It's true, it's true, it's true, it's true. If they recognize that it's true, I notice that they will do that and they all will go to heaven. Praise the Lord.